When you think of Orlando, what comes to mind first? Be honest here. Most people picture Mickey Mouse, maybe Universal, Legoland, but definitely roller coasters and tourists wearing mouse ears in the middle of summer. And probably also perpetual summer. And that is absolutely part of Orlando's identity. But if that's all you see, you're missing the real story. You see, Orlando isn't just a vacation destination. Orlando is a city, a whole area full of thriving communities, incredible investment opportunities, and world-class culture. And some of the most luxurious homes you'll ever see. So today, I'm going to give you a bit of the insider's perspective, the insider's scoop, if you like. We're going to talk about everything you need to know about Orlando, Florida. Whether you're thinking about moving here, whether you're thinking about investing here, or just curious about what makes this city so much more than its theme parks and tourists. My name is Bent Danholm. I'm a real estate marketing expert and the broker owner of Maxim Realty Orlando. For years, I've been helping people buy, sell, and invest in Orlando real estate, especially in the luxury market. And in that time, I have learned something very important. Orlando is one of the most misunderstood cities in America. People think they know Orlando because they've been here on vacation. But living here, investing here, building a life here, that's a whole different experience. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. See, here's the problem. Most people who are considering Orlando, they either underestimate it or they don't know where to start. They think, okay, it's Disney, it's tourists, it's hot weather, it's summer all the time. That's really all there is to it. And they couldn't be more wrong. Because what they don't realize is that Orlando is consistently ranked as one of the fastest growing cities in America. We have a booming job market. We have incredible neighborhoods that fit every lifestyle you can think of. We have a strong luxury housing market and a quality of life that's really hard to beat. But because most people don't know this side of Orlando, they miss opportunities all the time. They make the mistake of buying in the wrong neighborhoods for the lifestyle, or they underestimate the potential of the real estate market. Or they overlook the fact that Orlando is a hub for innovation, it's a hub for culture, it's a hub for growth, not just tourism. So today, I'm here to solve that problem for you. You can thank me now or later. I'm going to break down Orlando in a way that is very simple, very clear, and hopefully very useful to you. And by the end of this video, it's my goal that you'll understand that Orlando is not just a tourist spot, but a place to live, it's a place to invest, and a place to thrive. So let's start by busting the biggest myth. Orlando is not just theme parks. When I first wanted to move here, my old neighbor said to me, it's not all Mickey Mouse. I knew that. That's why I wanted to be here. I like Mickey Mouse, I like Disney, I like Universal, I like SeaWorld, and they're all a big part of the economy and the culture around here. But it's not everything there is to the area. Orlando and Central Florida has so much more to offer. Orlando is a city with more than 100 lakes, dozens of golf courses, world-class dining, an arts and culture scene that surprises most first-time visitors, and sometimes even the people who live here. We've got the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts, which brings Broadway shows, concerts, and performances all year round. We have the museum, the Orlando Museum of Art, the Orlando Science Center, which is a really cool place for kids and adults alike. And it's lots of smaller cultural gems that give the city depth and sophistication. I mean, we have a place where you can have a cocktail in an Airstream, for instance. That's a bar. And let's not forget the sports scene around here. Orlando City Soccer, the Orlando Magic, and world-class golf tournaments that attract fans and athletes from around the world. Not just local people, but from around the world. So yes, of course, the theme parks, a great part of Orlando. But the cities and this area's heartbeat, that is in the neighborhoods, it's in the culture, and it's in the way that in the way of life that you'll only see once you actually stepped outside that tourist bubble. So let's talk a bit about some of the neighborhoods, because Orlando is definitely not a one-size-fits-all city. Each part of Orlando, and greater Orlando area, I should say, has its own personality. And the key to living here is finding the area that matches your lifestyle. So let's talk about a few of the more notable ones. Let's start in the middle, so to speak, downtown Orlando. This is the urban core. If you love city living, if you love nightlife, if you love high rises and walkability, restaurants on your doorstep that you don't have to Uber to get to, downtown Orlando is definitely where you want to be. In downtown Orlando, you'll find lakefront condos, luxury apartments, single family homes, and a vibe that mixes business with entertainment. If you go a little bit further north from Orlando, you will find Winter Park. Winter Park is, so to speak, all about charm and elegance. It's about brick-lined streets, boutique shopping, fine dining, and historic homes. Winter Park is really known for its luxury real estate, including some massive and incredible lakefront estates and beautifully restored historic properties. It's sophisticated, but it's also relaxed at the same time. Then we have Lake Nona. So if we say that Winter Park is classically sophisticated, Lake Nona is futuristic and sophisticated. It's a modern, master-planned community that's home to Medical City with hospitals, research facilities, and some truly cutting-edge technology companies. But Lake Nona is also known for its smart homes, its luxury communities, and its focus on health and wellness. So if you're into health and wellness, and you're into exercise and living a healthy lifestyle, Lake Nona might be just the place for you. Dr. Phillips and Windermere, some of Orlando's most desirable neighborhoods traditionally. And I'm probably in trouble for saying that Windermere is an Orlando neighborhood, because it's not. But Windermere is within the greater Orlando area, which is why I brought it in here. And it's especially desirable for luxury buyers. You'll find some pretty high-end gated communities, golf courses, lakefront estates. It's upscale, but family-friendly, with some excellent schools and really close proximity to attractions and to dining. You literally have Orlando's Restaurant Row on your doorstep, and to shopping. Some of our biggest shopping malls are really close to both Dr. Philip and Windermere. Last on my list is Celebration. Celebration was originally developed by Disney. It was Walt Disney's personal brainchild. It's a master planned community with a small town feel. Think white picket fences, community events, and a walkable downtown town center, so to speak. It's picture perfect, and it appeals to families, and everyone really want a community-driven lifestyle. But here's the thing, really. These are just a handful of Orlando's neighborhoods. The city is diverse enough that whether you're a young professional, you're a retiree, or a family, or an investor, there's a community that matches your needs somewhere in Orlando. So let's talk about real estate. Orlando's real estate market is one of the strongest in the country, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, demand is still high here. Orlando is one of the fastest growing cities in America, and people are moving here from all over. They come from New York, California, Texas, Chicago, Europe, South America. They come from everywhere. Secondly, the market is extremely diverse here. We got everything from luxury lakefront estates to high-rise condos to investment properties for short-term rentals. We have literally every single type of property you can think of. And also, Orlando's economy is really strong. Tourism is a big driver around here, yes, but healthcare, technology, aerospace, and education are all growing industries around here. So that means that people aren't just visiting here, they're moving here for jobs, for lifestyle, and for opportunities. So whether you're looking for a well-paid job or you're trying to start your own business, Orlando is definitely a place worth considering. For luxury buyers, Orlando is especially appealing. because here you can get stunning estates, often with lake views or even lake frontage, golf course access or golf frontage, or custom modern designs or classical buildings. And our prices are still way more attractive than comparable homes in Miami, New York, San Francisco, or Los Angeles, and even some of the other big Florida markets. And for investors, short-term rentals are huge. Millions of people visit every year. So owning a property that doubles as a vacation rental around here can be incredibly profitable if you run it right and you know the regulations and you know the right area to buy in. So the bottom line here is Orlando real estate is not just surviving. It is still thriving, believe it or not. And if you know the market, it's one of the smartest places to invest right now. And one of the biggest advantages Orlando has over other cities is the cost of living. If you compare us to Miami, New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, or even Tampa, Orlando gives you more bang for your buck. Housing, especially luxury housing, is still competitively priced compared to many other major metros. And then there's the lifestyle. We're talking about literally year-round sunshine. We have no state income tax. You have world-class dining. Almost regardless of what kind of cuisine you're looking for, you'll find a high-end restaurant or a low-end restaurant if you prefer. Whether you're into barbecue or experimental high-end dining, we have it somewhere in Orlando. We have golf courses, we have lakes that are good for boating, we have pretty easy access to beaches on both coasts. Living in Orlando, you have the benefit of being close to two coasts, one the Atlantic and the other one the Gulf Coast. Our schools are pretty strong, especially in areas like Windermere and Lake Nona. The job market, as I said, is expanding. And our international airport that connects to almost any place in the world makes travel incredibly easy, whether you're flying across the country or somewhere else in the world. I talk to a lot of people who live here because of the lifestyle, but also because they can get to where they want almost anywhere in the world very easily and very quickly. See, one of my favorite parts about Orlando is the hidden gems, the things that you will not see on a travel brochure, like places like Lou Gardens, which is a beautiful botanical garden right in the middle of the city, or the farmers market on Lake Eola on Sundays, or maybe the farmers market in Winter Garden on Saturdays. We have lots of those. We also have a farmers market in Celebration, or maybe the chain of lakes in Winter Park, where you can not just, if you live there, obviously boat on these lakes, but you can also take a scenic boat tour and see some stunning estates from the water. Some of them are brand new, some of them are historic homes. And then we have the food scene. I've talked about that a lot during this video, because we have some of the best restaurants in Florida. From some pretty high-end steakhouses in Dr. Phillips to trendy farm-to-table spots in Winter Park, to tapas places in Winter Park, to chef's table in Winter Garden. We have everything you can think of when it comes to high-end dining. And these are the things that make Orlando feel like home. They are the parts of this area, this city, that mostly only locals and insiders know. And they are what makes living here so special. So let's kind of quickly recap what we have covered. First of all, as you know by now, Orlando is much more than theme parks. Orlando is a thriving city with culture, business, and community. We have neighborhoods that range from historic Winter Park to futuristic Lake Nona with smart homes, to some high-end luxury enclaves like Windermere. And the real estate market here is booming, with opportunities for both luxury buyers and investors. And what's also important is cost of living here, even though it's going up like it is everywhere in the United States, cost of living and quality of life are some major advantages compared to other big US cities. And Orlando, like I said, has some truly hidden gems that make it a very special place to call home. I'd like to hear from you. If you were to move to Orlando, what kind of neighborhood would you choose? What would you be looking for in your next neighborhood? Would you go for something like historic charm of Winter Park, or the luxury lifestyle of Windermere, or maybe the modern smart home feel of Lake Nona? Or would it be something like the small town feel of Celebration? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think matches your lifestyle best. If you found this video helpful, I hope to see you in the next one. It's been a pleasure talking about my hometown and my home area, and I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. And feel free to reach out anytime. I'm more than willing to share anything you would like to know about this area, whether you're buying or selling or just curious about what life's like around here. I'd love to talk to you.
Hey, it's Bent Danholm, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you'll never see me again. I consistently create helpful content for those who are currently in the real estate market. This information can be extremely helpful for your buying and selling needs, so be sure you like and subscribe here. And most importantly, leave a comment to let us know if this video was helpful for you. We're here to help the Central Florida community, and we always love your thoughts and questions. Follow now, and I'll see you with our next helpful video.